Alright. Let's get back into some Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. Now, last time I played, I got my first to be continued ending, where we found out that Dio, when he was asphyxiated, his watch was broken, but there was a way for us to still survive. Now, we're kind of left on that cliffhanger of what could we possibly do. Apparently I don't have enough information in this timeline to figure that out, so it's to be continued. So now I am back, or I'm gonna go back to a point in which I betray Luna. That will be the next part of the story, is what I will go through. Now, I think I gotta... It's gonna kind of mash through this section here. This is where I get abducted. Oh, I could open the menu right here. Alright, so I'm just gonna go to the flow diagram, and this is where we went to the first AB room. I think, right? Or is this AB round 1 there? Oh. What's this one? AB round 1 into the CDs. Wait, what? Oh, so that's allying. Oh. So I'm not going to be going to the part where I betray Luna. We're going somewhere else. Apparently, I went to the blue door. Oh, right. So don't go to the blue door. As in, I will go to the green door with Luna. So I'm going to change my title. The green door. I guess. I don't know what the significance of this is. Alice, Luna, the green door.
Right.
Because I can't go with Clover. Kay prevents me from doing that.
I'm coming.
But maybe this time Luna will survive? They both took off for the door and I followed behind at a run. I glanced back over my shoulder in time to see the others head back into their respective doors. Vi, Dio, and Kay ducked into the red door. Just as Tenmyoji carried Quark through the blue door, Clover right on his heels.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Whoa. Is this a dead end?
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
What's this thing here?
It looks like the device next to the number 9 door.
Why don't you try pulling the lever?
Alright. May as well. I'm good, Jaden. Very busy day today. Very busy, but very productive. So I'm good. I'm gonna move the text box over here. I like to keep all of my stream things on the same side. There we go. How are you doing, Caden?
It opened.
Don't cough while drinking. Oh, God. That doesn't make sense. Why would just the one on the right open? How do you open the other two? So I know that the treatment center... Is that
You're
where...
probably just overthinking it.
This is where Quark and eventually Dio end up. When Quark goes missing, he goes to the treatment center.
That door opened. That means we're going through it. Bring it on.
But-
Don't go soft on me now. I'll leave you behind.
Come on, Sigma, let's go.
What is this place?
It is kind of confusing, isn't it? What is it for?
Well, I think it looks like some sort of workroom.
Okay. So in the last timeline, we found a safe that was opened, but empty.
If you say so. We should split up and search it.
So I want to figure out what was in there.
We need to find key cards with moon symbols on them, right?
Yes.
Now, was this the room that... Who went missing? Clover went missing, and Tenmyoji went missing when we were searching for Quark. I wonder if this is where they went before, in the last timeline. I got an ending. I got a to be continued last night. I ended where Dio is asphyxiated in the treatment center, so we put him inside of a treatment capsule and someone killed him by lowering the oxygen, and then we were forced to move forward into the white doors, the chromatic doors, but Dio's bracelet was also smashed and broken. And then it was like, you don't have the information that lets you progress through this story to find a way for them to survive. So yeah, cliffhanger.
They should be somewhere in this room.
And I'd like to say that the story got a lot more interesting last stream. The first two streams, I was kind of meh on it, but it got a lot more interesting. And then we also got Kay's backstory. And I hope to learn about all these characters more. Alright, let's get to it. Do we actually get to play this time? Oh my goodness. No more darts and doing a lot of math, please. I did enough of that at work. Okay, so here is the safe. Got a radio. It's got an antenna. Do you think it could be a radio? Why don't you try turning it on? Yeah, well, I tried that. Nothing happened. Maybe the batteries are dead? Huh. What is it? I don't think it runs on batteries. There's an electrical socket on the side here. So you're saying it needs a power cable. The heck is this guy? Maybe it's an Egyptian mummy. What? Any way you look at it, it's a robot. Then maybe it's a robot. Then there's no maybe about it. I can't imagine it's anything else. You're kidding, right? That's insane. Well, what do you think? What do you think it is? Just a well-made mannequin. Okay, we also learned in the last timeline that Kay's father built robots and tried to make things that replicated human life. So this could very well be something like that. Chevron block. What is this? It looks like kind of a hexagon if you flip one of the corners in. I mean, technically, it is still a hexagon, but... Huh. It's not a perfect hexagon. What is this? It feels like kind of greasy. Maybe it's oil. A robot-y thing, I don't think. It's just a crash test dummy or something like that. It's shaped like a star. Maybe you need to put something into it. Something that's shaped like a star, I'm assuming. Okay, so we gotta find all these tiny little blocks. That'll make that key. That looks like something out of the Awakening games. There's a lot of stuff here. A toolbox. It's got a key in it. Huh? That's odd. What is it? This key. This obviously goes to this keyhole, but it won't turn. Can you get it out? Let me see. So I need to de-rust it? What's with this key? It's completely rusted. No wonder it won't turn. Battery A. That's a battery. Them ones like that are usually used for notebooks. I forgot she's our techie. Whoa. Anyone else feel dizzy all of a sudden? No, that's just your imagination. Yeah, right. Whatever. So what the heck is this? I have no idea. Which makes it pretty useless to us. Huh. Hey, don't say that. That just makes me more intrigued by it. Okay. The block. Maybe I could... What are you gonna do with that? How about this? Nope. Are you serious? You have to try hitting it with something. What would you hit? Maybe there's something in here. I don't think so. Maybe if we roll it around a little bit. I don't think that's gonna do anything. Okay, I don't think there's anything here to... I'm confused by that line of dialogue. It's not reacting to what I'm clicking on. A poster. Huh? It's a little unsettling. Maybe it's a clue? Yeah. Let's take it. The poster with the eye. Okay, lockers. Is this a binder? There's a single piece of paper in here. Looks like a list. Found a frequency list. You can review it in the archive. A doctor's coat, huh? Would you like me to put it on? I would like that. Huh? Why? I just thought you might be into that kind of thing. What? I don't know what you're talking about. See? Bullseye. Look at you all bashful. You can be cute when you're embarrassed. White jacket, huh? Oh look, there's something in the pocket. There's a white jacket in here. Looks like there's something on the lapel. A name tag? Harold. So I bet this room is what triggered Kay's memory to come back. He must have been digging through like the lab coats and saw that table and just... Harold. This name tag must belong to Mr. Harold. Saw something written on the back of it. Okay, I think that's everything here. My first pass is an uncommon first pass. Well, I mean, my cat's name is Luna, so I had to go with Luna. Do people just not choose Luna? Do people choose, like, what they know? They choose, Clover. A desk with some drawers. There's a PC monitor and a keyboard on top of it. I think that's what I chose. I think I chose Luna for... Think so? I don't remember. Yeah, I chose her because then we did the AB game together. Where's the computer? I'd imagine it's built into the monitor. Huh. It's kind of hard to see in this light. There's a single cable coming out from the back. Is it a power cable? I think so. Then maybe we could connect it to something with an electric socket. Have you seen anything like that, Sigma? Oh, what to even click on here? Oh, none of those. There's a bunch of switches and buttons here. I have no idea what all this stuff on the screen means either. What do these buttons do? Probably shouldn't press any of them, just to be safe. Lower part of the control console. Switches and dials everywhere. They make 0 sense to you. Lower part of the control cover is covered in switches and buttons. He doesn't want to touch anything. Huh? That's odd. Why won't it fit? The star-shaped block? Yeah. It's the same shape and everything. Well, maybe it's not the right size. I guess so. It looks like this block is a little too big to fit. Ooh, we got a shrink ray somewhere? Hi, Luna. Hello. What do you do, Luna? Push the button. Doesn't this button seem suspicious? Yeah. Most of the buttons are boring or just incomprehensible, but this one speaks to me. What does it say? Come on, a big red button on a plate with black and yellow stripes? It couldn't scream, "Don't press me," any louder if it said, "Don't press me" on it. Is it a self-destruct button? Maybe the moment we press it, we'll hear a soft hiss and then the room will start to fill up with poisonous gas. What if it launches a missile? I don't know. It seems a little... Yeah! Hey! What are you doing? It's okay. There's no way anything really dangerous would just be right out here. I'm pretty sure Zero Senior just wants us to play through this whole game. It wouldn't mean much sense to just kill us in one of these rooms. Maybe, but that's just your opinion. You could be wrong. Well, I guess so. Then why the hell did you... Hey. Calm down. Nothing happened. There's nothing to get mad about, alright? Huh. You heard that noise though, right? Like something started to... trying to start up. Go. Turn. Did this start up? It's a computer monitor. Nothing on it though. I don't see a power button anywhere. Desk with some drawers. There's a PC monitor and a keyboard on top of it. Okay. Can't combine it with this. Huh. No response from the tablet. Is it broken? Part of the back seems to be held by the screws. But that's where the battery goes. Need a driver then. Doesn't look like it's going to open. It's probably locked. I don't see a keyhole anywhere though. No good. Won't open. Is it locked? Yeah. There's a keyhole here, so we could probably get it to open if we find a key that fits. Let's climb on top of it. What is that gonna accomplish? Maybe if I put this rusty key in the oil. Oh wow, that worked. Huh. It's weird. Doing a fast motion like this to scroll goes really slow, but if you just grab it and then you kind of slowly move it, it whips it around. Huh. Interesting. So to go faster, you gotta move the mouse slower. Kaboom! Oh, that's why. I can't see the chat because I moved all of my stuff on the screen. That's why I can't read chat. Sorry, guys. Forgot I moved the chat thing so then my my game window was covering it. What up, Omega? Lock opened. Yeah. Let's have a look inside, shall we? There's a bunch of stuff in here. Bottle of detergent. A bottle of detergent. I think I saw a commercial for this the other day. It's supposed to eradicate grease and oil stains. Screwdriver. Last day of vacation? Ooh. Well, hopefully it was a good vacation. Dude. How was your vacation? Silver key. Oh, wow. There's a lot of things in there. Yes, it worked. Now open it. Hold on, no need to rush me. Yes, it fits perfectly. Did you hear a noise? Yeah, from the middle drawer. The middle one, huh? You got... Oh, that sucks. Well, hopefully you feel better. I literally just exchanged one star piece for a different star piece. Yes, perfect. Do you think you could turn it? Yeah, give me a sec. What the hell? Something's coming down from the ceiling. Those... None of these were here when I was here last time. Where's that self-destruct button? Oh my god. They look what, just like that thing on the table. Robots. It's funny that Alice thought of mummies because of the last adventure she went on. Sick shorts, dude. This one's wearing boxers. Yeah, looks like it. Why would a robot wear underwear? Maybe he's hiding something? Hiding what, though? Like a diary or something? Why the hell would you hide a diary in your crotch? Okay, well, maybe he's got a hose or something. Whoa, damn. Way to cut to the chase there. Whatever. We'll know as soon as you get them off. Remove these shorts of obfuscation and let us gaze upon it. This so-called hose. Did you get a little too excited about this? This game got way pervy. I mean, I remember 999, it had like the one creepy set of like innuendo between Junpei and that one girl that he liked. Oh god, what was her name? June? But this game is just full of it. They got a little pervy with this one. You could tell. It's okay. Luna, I haven't done anything yet. He's still decent. Look at her. Besides, you covered your face, you opened your fingers so you could see out. How old are you? Ugh, you two are driving me nuts. I'll just take them off. Huh? Hiya! Boxers. You should try them on, Sigma. What? Why? Thought they might suit you. Why would you think that? Well, what do you need them for if we're not supposed to wear them? Maybe we're supposed to use them to wipe something. Huh? Not to wear, but to wipe. Yes, I think that's it. Oh, this is the thing we powered on? This came down with the robots, right? Yes. It's got a pipe running out of it towards them. I have a feeling that means there's a connection there. Supply the correct voltage by connecting the wires. You can begin anywhere on the left and finish anywhere on the right. Rotate the wire by clicking on the corresponding square. The number in the middle of each wire indicates the voltage of that wire. Okay. Let me just give this a try. Where does this start and end? Is it supposed to start here? What am I supposed to... What voltage am I supposed to hit? I don't know what voltage. Ugh. Can't figure it out. I mean, what voltage am I supposed to set this thing to anyway? We're not going to get very far unless we know that. In other words, we need more information. Have either of you seen anything that mentions voltage anywhere? I don't think so. This is if I want to draw something. Okay. Icon. Okay, what? No, I just want to rotate. Oh, this one is a card. Battery B. Oh, hey. Power's on. It's showing something. An authentication screen, maybe. It's probably some sort of security lock. I don't remember. What was it? That's what it was. One one oh one oh. $40 Hz. 400 Hz. I don't remember picking up that frequency list. What could I put a frequency in on? I know I'm repeating myself, but what the hell are these things? The robots, I told you. So what? This some sort of military R&D lab? Why would you think that? Isn't it obvious? These things are weapons. You don't know that. What? Or you can say these are built for housework. Sure, I can see people buying monstrous metal skeletons to stock their house, vacuuming rooms, folding clothes, and rocking children to sleep. I don't think all these robots are here just to scare us, or surprise us, or something. It just means like an awful lot of work to go to just to get a reaction out of us, you know? Yeah, you have a point. They're definitely real robots. That's the door we came through. There's no point going out. We're gonna find the chromatic door. You know that, right? Huh? There's a button here. Then maybe you should press it. Right. Here goes. Look! Its eyes! They're glowing red. Does that mean it's on? Been powered on, but hasn't done so much as twitch. And again, it's not like I want it to twitch. Are you thinking of wiping up the oil with those boxers? I don't know if that's gonna work. It looks like it's on there pretty good. Probably not gonna get it off. I don't know. Some kind of detergent or something. Okay. I didn't know if the detergent was gonna be like you wipe it up and then you use the detergent to get off the remainder. Oh! Are you gonna use that detergent to clean up the oil? Sounds like a good idea, but I don't think the detergent by itself is going to be good enough. Oh, you have to combine it. Boxers soaked in detergent. Okay, here goes. You're gonna wipe the oil with the boxers? Right? Yeah. Okay, go for it. Good, looks like it's clean now. This is just a normal voltage of an outlet. I wonder what this is. There's something written here that the oil was covered up. AOZI. Sure. You're reading it from the wrong angle. How do you get 120 volts? How the hell do you get 120? Oh, we can't do it that way. And then I'm stuck here. I can't get it that way. I'm so confused on how I do this. I can't get this 30 through the 10. And it's either 35 or... This is at 95. And then if you're at 95, you can't get to 120. There's no way to get 25. You can only get 15 or 30. You can't get 20 or 25. So if that's the case, then you need to go through the 10. Maybe you go through the 10. You can't get this 30, because if you get the 30, then this can't connect and go anywhere. $45. Is there... Oh, I could start it from there. Okay, now it makes sense. You just can't start it here. Okay. Now, possibilities opened up. Can I start from here? Okay. 35, 45, 105 dead. 45. $75. No, it would be 80. $120. Good job, Sigma. Oh, you're amazing. I fallen for you all over again. Hey, what? Power distribution complete. Reboot sequence complete. Please press the power button located on the console. Whoa, what was that? I'm not sure. Better do what it says, though. I think I'm done with this thing. Power button on the console. Power button on the console. What does it mean, power button on the console? The announcement just now was about this button. You guys ready? I'm gonna push it. Yes, I'm ready. Same here. Go for it. Alright. Did it work? Ah! Look! Their eyes! Eyes? Come on. What? No, not that. Never memo. Actually, maybe the memo. So B E A. Can we move? I'm just trying to drag this. Okay. B E A. I can't even see. Right, left, left. Okay. Both right, right. I always do that. Nothing left, right. O S F N O E. What? Because this one says beacon. And then this one doesn't make any sense. O S F N O E. Os. No. OS. So beacon, OS, FN, OE. OS, FNOE. OS, FNOE. OS, FNOE. OS, FNOE. O F H O E, so E P O H. It's supposed to be mirrored or something. Don't talk. Okay, so the I is where I'm standing. So if I'm standing in the center, then I look to my left. I'm in the center. And then... Well, it depends on if the operating table is here or the operating table is here. Well, I could just do both. So red will be the operating table is here. So the operating table is here. Then it'll be... So it'll be right eye. Blank, blank, both. Okay, so P, C, H, E, F, S. That doesn't seem right. So let's go with blue. Operating table's here. The operating table's here. Then it's B, econ. And then instead of starting on this side, I should be starting here. So it's just EP. Let's skip one. EPO H double skip. Okay. EPOHFO. 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 Yeah, I have the idea. It's just I'm making one small error. I don't want you to tell me I'm not reading that message. Both right. If I'm looking from here, it's both right. Then it skips, and then it's this one, right? O, F. Both right, skips, left, and then right. which is what I wrote down just now. Unless I'm not supposed to look at it, it's supposed to be like this. The E, P, C, E, P. E, P, E, EPEC. EPECCS? It's gonna turn out I just like typoed it one time, but I got it right. EPOHFO. 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 Is it just going to be Beacon of Hope? So I use the eyes this way, but I read it out this way. So Beacon of Hope. That's what it is. So for whatever reason, you have to reverse the way you... So you read it left to right when you're reading the eyes, but you flip it once you type it in. I find that a little bit weird. Because then you read the letters left to right. Or right to left, and then it's kind of weird. Beacon of Hope. Optimistic. Sure. Look at the screen. Moon, sun. Password for the safe? Was it this? You did it. Good work. Huh. Well done. What's with the attitude? Never mind that. Let's see what's inside. Lots of stuff in here. That's good, isn't it? Doesn't have nothing at least. Let's go through them one by one. First we've got a map. It says floor B. The map we found in the lounge said floor A on it. Well, we took the elevator down to get here, so floor A must be the upper floor. Yeah. Keep going. There's still a lot in there. These must be key cards. They have a picture of the moon on them. This must be what the announcer was talking about then. And we've got 2 of them. Just like the sun cards. You should take one, Luna. Huh? Not you, Luna. Huh? Why? You're solo. Alice and I can keep the other one. Oh, of course. Thank you. Alright, what's next? Looks like a note. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. What? I thought it automatically reverts to ally. Now it's everybody gets penalized? In other words, one person out of every color group of the 3 has to vote. So all 3 of us can't abstain? Then there has to be at least one vote? Why would there be a rule like that, though? Seems pointless. I think Zero Senior wants us to make sure people are actually playing the game regardless of the situation. If you don't want to play the game, everyone always select ally. Everyone wins. What sort of situation are you talking about? Well, it could be anything, really. Whatever. We only got 2 things left. What's this thing? Looks like some sort of plug or key. Guess you insert it into something and twist? You see anything here that could fit into? Even if we did, it doesn't really matter at this point. What? Look at the safe. What's the last thing in there? A key. Is that a key to the exit? Pretty sure it is. We can get out now. Awesome, let's... Wait! What should we do about the plug? Fine, I guess I'll hold on to it. I doubt we'll need it, but you never know. Sounds good, let's go. We never did anything with this robot, did we? We never did anything with the robot. We never did anything with this. Anything else we didn't use in the room? I think we can plug the cable into the radio. Perfect. Okay, I want to get the secondary safe. Since I plugged the radio in, well, what do we do with it now? Why don't you try tuning it? What? You need to adjust it so it's picking up a specific frequency. Maybe we'll hear something. Exactly. If we get lucky, maybe we could pick up transmission from outside. So this is, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This equals 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, and 7? If I do this 4 times, I'll end at 550. Okay. Because that's 4 times 3 is 12. So 9, 10, 11, 12. So I want this to equal... This is 11. So I want it to equal 20. To equal 20, if I just click, wait, 5 4 times? Yeah. What? What was that noise? Look! The monitor! It reacted to the noise from the radio and turned on. What kind of voice recognition system then? It looks that way. Yes? There's something on the screen. This is... I think it's a blueprint of the room. That just tells me to wipe up the oil. Really? I didn't need that? Shoot. Okay, so I can't enter a new voltage. There's not a second voltage to find. What's the second password? I looked in all of these. Do you wear coats at work? Huh? You said you have a medical license, right? Oh, yes I do. That's it? White jacket here, doesn't seem like anything else. Yeah. Pushing down didn't seem to do anything. I can't interact with it. And that just told me the hertz. And look at the frequency key. Now, is there... Now, can I mess with the radio anymore? Commander, shut up. That's okay, I got the blueprint stored. But I can't change the frequency. There's not a second frequency to look up. But there is a... But I can't enter another password. So what would the second password be? What else is there 12 of in here? SF. Probably not that. S. It's not PCHESS. Both right, right, blank, blank, left, right. RB, MAA. Is the other password just gonna be nonsense? I doubt it. So I'm just doing the same password, but if I'm just looking at it as if this is the operating table, so if I'm looking at like this is the operating table, then the first so right, blank, both, right, left, left. Right, blank, both, right, left, left. So right, blank, both, right, left, left. And it's obviously left is right and right is left because it's upside down. Like, there's only 12 robots in the room, right? I'm thinking if you like have to like flip the letters upside down when you read them, like a P would turn into a B, which is why she did that earlier, but I don't see that as a thing. S F E H C P. S F E H C P. S F E. OCNHCE. Now I'm just looking for words. Um, if I just do this, so S S E N C Sencop? Sencop? That's not a thing. Wait. Yeah. Okay, I remembered all this all now. And then... I'm just looking for a different way to interpret the eyes the same way. Wait, what if it's just the opposite? S-E... Sense? R... Remin... This isn't a word. In... I'm... It's like almost like just the opposite. S-C-E-N. Like they can't say science. This gold one is hard. I mean, it's... So, remini... Reminiscence. It's just one word, reminiscence. That's the other word. That's why you spell it out. Ha! Suspected so much. Good work. I'm impressed. What's your prize, I wonder? The screen's changed. Sun, moon, sun. Oh, it opened again. I wonder what's inside this time. Old file. Alright, time for lore. Secret. Secret. Alright, gonna need some water for this. The golem is an anthropomorphic creature from Jewish folklore. Golems are made from clay and will obey any orders given to them by the creators without question, although they tend to take instructions very literally. The golem is created by performing a holy ritual, then kneading the clay into a shape of a person, chanting a spell, and writing the Hebrew word emet, or truth, on the golem's forehead. Erasing the E changes the word to met, which is Hebrew for death. Doing this deactivates the golem. That's pretty cool. One of the GAULEMs found in the Nonary game facility, he is discovered lying on the maintenance table in the GAULEM Bay. His product ID is GTMCMGOLM. He asked to be referred to by the last bit, which is, of course, GOLM. Oh, apparently this thing gets up. I didn't know that. Much to his surprise, this ends up being pronounced Golem anyways. On a side note, GLM, CM, GOLM stands for GAULEM Type Male Cockney Model Number GOLM. Yeah, it looks like they took a lot of liberties with the naming just to make it spell something they liked. The Chinese room is a thought experiment developed by American philosopher John Searle to contest some of the ideas about artificial intelligence. The experiment itself is explained in more depth in the game, but the general idea behind it is to pose the question, do intelligent responses indicate actual understanding? Searle contests that a computer can be programmed to respond intelligently in conversation with humans, so much so that it seems to be human itself, but that it would not necessarily, or perhaps could not, actually understand what it is saying. Of course, that raises the question, how can we know that human minds are not, in essence, Chinese rooms? Can we really say that we understand the things we say? Or are we just simulating understanding? A lot of simulating understanding. The Turing test. Turing? Really? Right after we played 2064? Turing, the name of the cute little robot. Alright, the Turing test is designed to gauge computers' ability to exhibit intelligent behavior. First developed by British mathematician Alan Turing. The test has 3 participants, a human judge, a human subject, and a machine. The judge engaged in conversation with a human and the machine, and if the judge cannot determine who is the machine and who is the human, the machine is considered to have passed the Turing test. When Phi mentions that perhaps she and her companions are been captured to perform a test, she was referring to the Turing test. Is someone going to be a robot? Is Phi going to be a robot? Is that why she could jump 1 billion feet in the air? Here are some AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of the 3 has to vote. An acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labor Electronic Machine, GALEMs, are robots developed and sold by an American corporation called Hephaestus Systems. Some of the units in this facility, however, have had their software significantly enhanced by Zero Senior. A portion of them have been given ABT, created by Zero Senior. Incidentally, ABT is short for Artificial Biological Tissue. We got some robots among us, and my guess is Phi. But can they bleed? Could it be the old woman? Could it be frickin' Quark? Could he be a robot? I don't know. The gist of Golem's somewhat rambling explanation is that the center of thought doesn't necessarily have to reside in the body. In the case of Golem, the self clearly resided in the mainframe and operated the body remotely. Since a self-aware robot could exist this way, he theorized, what would prevent humans from doing the same? If humans are actually being controlled by an outside force, then is there actually any such thing as free will? Like the clockwork universe theory that everything is basically predetermined and humans don't have free will, it's just everything's predetermined. Okay, I've already read that one. Okay, so this robot's gonna get up, huh? Also, they mentioned Hephaestus. Now, I've seen that name or location, whatever that is, referenced in a lot of different things, but I don't know what Hephaestus means. Where did it say it? Wait, where did it say that? Bad at skimming. Where did I see Hephaestus? Am I just going crazy? Am I not seeing it? Okay, whatever. I'm going crazy. What's new? Dude, there's nowhere to click on the screen that's not the robots. Ah! I just want to rotate the screen. Oh god. I found a tiny little corner that I could grab. Alright, this robot's gonna get up. Lock for the door. Right now it says lock. How you doing, Frulio? You guys ready? Can open the door. Go ahead. There's one of the middle ones with the robot in the beginning, the background. Okay, here we go. Hi, Luna. 3, 2, 1.
Hold up, Governor.
Hi, robot. Was that you, Luna?
No.
Then Alice?
You honestly think a voice that coarse could come from a throat as fine as this?
Don't speak like that.
Oh, yeah,
Man.
that was me, mate. Oi, over here.
Sigma, look! What is that?
You could deal with half the dialogue. I swear.
Oh, blimey, that hurts.
I like this guy.
Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
It's a robot.
And it's talking.
With an accent.
Can't help it, Flower.
Flower.
Didn't choose to talk like this, not by half. Now, Alice, darling, do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse? Why, that's right, cruel it is. You really think I asked for this? See, they figured they'd give us all what you call them, personality. Some tosser thought they'd give me this one. It ain't right, I tell you.
It ain't right, I tell you. So what the hell are you?
Cooper.
If you're a barrel maker, I'm an astronaut.
Right you are, my old son. Right you are. Well, go on, have a butcher's, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say? Well, nearly there, but they call us GAULEMs round here.
Golem?
Yeah, the thing I just read, but I wasn't required to read that, so...
Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore. They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Well, aren't you a clever bird?
Clever bird.
You are, of course, correct. The Golem of Myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though.
Gallums.
The original blokes are spelled G-O-L-E-M, but me and me mates are G-A-U-L-E-M. That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine.
Yeah, that's just, you named it
Truth to
that.
tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that. But I figure they wanted to make sure they had the GAULEM thing in there, you know? What with us being robots and all.
Yep. You are so just inconsolable, kitty. Yep, yep. You made this guy? Oh, nice. Was it like a science project or something? So should I just call you Gollum? No, you're Cooper.
That don't seem quite kosher.
Yeah, you're Cooper.
After all of me mates here are golems too.
You're just bored? Oh, nice.
I couldn't very well call all of you like human, could I?
What should we call you then?
You just had a bored weekend or something?
Well, we've all got a proton ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
Whoa.
That's way too long. We can't remember that.
What? You taking a mickey out of me?
Chicken and Mickey?
Never had a problem myself.
You this guy like Australian or something?
Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
GOLM?
It was rainy on the weekend. It just made about 1,000.
Gollum.
Come on, man. That's just Gollum.
Well, I'll be buggered.
Just call him Cooper. He wants to be called Cooper.
Can't say I've ever noticed that before. Sure, it's a strange coincidence, isn't it?
It's not a coincidence. Pooper. Like when they came out with the new Whooper, that people started calling it Pooper. It was like a mud Whooper. Alright, Gollum. You said Alice, darling, a bit ago, right?
A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh?
I don't care if you call her darling. What I'm saying is you called her Alice. How'd you know her name? Stop, Spec!
Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know. I know who you are, Sigma.
Just
You
you're
too, Luna.
smacking the mic now?
I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know? Well, they got cameras all over this place.
You plugged in?
Again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw, and they're all hidden away, so I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, huh?
Dude, are you messing with my phone? It's got my screen manager on that.
As I was saying, there were these cameras, you see.
What are you doing? What? How'd you get there on the phone? Oh, there we go.
And all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time. So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
Okay, and in my alternate timeline, this dude wasn't here. Did he just go killing everyone? Then?
Does that mean...
You're Zero Junior?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? Oh, you gotta be off your box if you think I'm Young Master Zero. The Young Master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place. My humble self, and those with the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core.
So, Gallums are kind of like Zero Junior's servants.
No, not quite, Governor, not quite. I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
Of course not.
Right you are, missus. You'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains. Well, we're like your arms or legs. The golem's seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body, which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe. Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back there. Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions, and those decisions beget commands. Now those commands are sent over the wireless like whoop, 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 and eventually my body picks them up. Finally, those commands cause actions what move the various bits in my body. That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see. The body's just an output device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a golem's kind of like a monitor, right?
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Junior?
Well, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing the mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us. I'm an independent core. Zero and I are two different blokes. You recollect what GAULEM stands for, huh? I'm autonomous.
Huh. But if that's the case, your hands and free analogy doesn't really make sense. Analogy? Oh. My arms and legs aren't autonomous. Analogy.
You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now. And now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkly. Do you do these things on purpose? Well, when you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we?
No, it's not in my arms. It's just subconscious. It's more of like, you're talking about more of like a reflex. So if someone hits you in a certain part of your knee, your leg moves. That in that way it's more autonomous. Like you have reflexes when certain muscles get hit.
Cool on down then, mouth. Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, innit? No? Didn't reckon so. I figured you did all of that subconsciously. Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, you know? Who's thinking real hard about something and says to themselves, well, I think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help. How's about when you reach for your tea, when you turn a page in your book? Or what about when your eyes just go straight for the pear on that bird you fancy? Yeah, the list goes on, me chums. But all of those things are your subconscious at work. Well, true, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the piddly bits of living, it'd make you balmy. That's how us golems and the young master get along. You got it all sorted now, chums?
Then you're saying that Zero Junior is the central part of the mainframe, and the golems are like his hands and feet?
Righto!
But he still controls you. So he could control you to kill.
Guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish, eh? My shoulders are all stiff.
You're a robot. How can your shoulders get stiff?
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. My back is a right mess, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me here. I've been on this bed here for years. The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up. Every time I move, it hurts.
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Why do you think, love? 'Cause you lot turned me on, is why. Especially that other missus over there.
Oh yeah, that button on top of the safe.
Right you are, Governor.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't, and more's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable here will let me. I got internal batteries, but they're knackered. Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place.
What the other
same goes
ones?
for these other blokes too.
All of them suck? None of the batteries work?
Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
No. I see. So you're gonna answer my question. So you aren't gonna answer my question?
What question is that?
I asked you how your shoulder can get stiff if you're a robot. Oh yeah.
Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got to bug up your arse about that particular issue, though.
Yeah, why would I care? I mean, I guess it's not really important, but I'm just curious, I suppose.
Curious, are you? Well, that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart to flutter. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Just lend me your lords and peers for a tick.
Your lords and peers for a tick.
So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders? And what does pain mean to a robot?
It's just more power required to do what they normally thought, just due to wear and tear.
You ever heard of the Chinese room?
Yeah, I just read about it. Not waiting for the answer, Golem launched into his explanation. Somewhere a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room. The door of the room has a slot that a number of Chinese people outside the room can use to slide papers to the girl. On the pieces of paper are questions written naturally in Chinese. Unfortunately, the young lady has no idea what the questions say. But then, how could she? She's never learned Chinese apart from Hong Kong action movie or two in college. She's never heard it. So for this unfortunate young lady, each note looks like nothing more than a bunch of strange symbols. Before she was locked away, she was given an order. Specifically, she was told to write an appropriate response to each question she received and slip that answer back through the slot. When the Chinese questions began to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, she says to herself, why, I can't read these at all. Whatever am I to do? It's at that moment that she spots a bookshelf. The bookshelf is filled with thick books. Upon examining them, she discovers that some are sort of Chinese phrase books. There are no explanation of what anything means, but show Chinese responses to Chinese questions. Am I supposed to use these? The questions keep coming. More and more and more and more of them. She finds the set of characters that correspond to the set of characters on the paper and carefully writes out the indicated response. How's it going? It's awful. Please get me out of here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Here, they give her some twice cooked pork. Are you full? Yes, although I don't think my stomach liked it very much. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm dating a reggae dancer. When was your first kiss? When I was 14, he was a grade ahead of me in school. What color of underwear are you wearing? Black. What's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this room? Beat the stuffing out of whoever's sending me these questions with the pan you cooked me the twice cooked pork in. All these questions were written in Chinese, and the answers were also written in Chinese. All the young lady did was accurately copy the symbols from the past phrases onto the slips of paper with no idea of any meaning that it meant. Incidentally, she doesn't have a dancer boyfriend. In fact, she's never even kissed a boy. Also, she's wearing white underwear. Anyway.
Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
Because the writers of this game are pervs.
Can't say there is. Just tickles me fancy, I guess.
Yep. Yep.
But the prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
Now when the story gets all creepy about it.
What?
What?
Right. Well, what I wanted to say was this. All them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had. So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese just like them. You see? After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinway with one of their countrymen.
Okay, interesting. But what does that have to do with your shoulders or robot feeling pain?
You think? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother. Well, hold on, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we buck it. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself, seeing that things are a bit bollocksed. In the interest of extricating my body from this unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless.
It's like they're trying to make this as, like, convoluted with his, like, vocabulary as they could be.
And my software interprets that signal as pain, and I stop doing whatever daft thing I was doing.
Like, they're slipping as much vocabulary as they can while still making sense enough to be able to understand what he's saying.
It's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese
Or
room.
what they're saying.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans, right?
Yeah, he's... Yeah,
Use your loaf, missy.
he's interpreting, like, an equivalent feeling.
You listen to a word I've said. A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tack, right? Same thing for us robots. If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a robot. Forget all about that mainframe and signal bollocks, and us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room. So think about it, love. How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic pony, huh? What if, when someone asks you a question...
Just inputs and outputs, right? That's what people are? Yeah, basically. Just a very complicated, complex set of inputs and outputs.
all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain.
Yep.
Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but far as I can see, there ain't no reason to. I mean, it's all the same, innit? If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of language processing machine.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person. You want to live a normal life? That's all you need to know.
Yeah. So, like, if I'm having a conversation with you, and I'm on the opposite side of a door, it's gonna seem like a human. Just like the Chinese room. Hey, can I ask you something?
Lay it on me, Gunner.
Why'd you stop us?
Ah, right you are, mate. Right you are. Got so carried away I near forgot. Haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got a mite excited is all.
For yonks.
Just spit it out.
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you lot.
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts at the moment, but I ain't really supposed to. Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons.
Yeah, you don't have the skin grafts on them that they're developing, right?
There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT.
Yep. Just like what Phi has on, right?
When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle.
I'm guessing is...
Command
And there could be
violation.
multiple. Maybe Quark is. Because... Cork appeared to be sick, but we didn't know what was wrong with him. He died because we know that his bracelet fell off, but he seemed to be alive. But he had a pulse. That's the other thing. People have been checking people's pulses. I don't know if this ABT, they didn't say anything about a circulatory system. So maybe not Quark then. Did they check for a pulse on him? I think so. I think that's why they went to that length to show that they took the pulse.
Rogue processes detected. Product ID
Uh-oh.
GTMCMGOLM.
No, that's someone else.
Executing emergency deactivation. Unit GTMCMGOLM now inactive. No other rogue processes detected in additional GAULEM platforms. Returning to surveillance mode.
I wonder if just us heard this message or if everyone heard it. Because if everyone heard it, that means this sequence of events didn't happen with a different group in my alternate timeline. But if no one else heard it, then it could have. Did Zero just shut him down?
It looks like it.
Damn it.
I wonder what he was trying to tell us.
Yeah, it's not like he had a billion years to tell us.
See, right in the middle of...
Right in the middle of what?
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
You know what, thinking about it, Alice, Clover, they could be not the real thing. It could be a copy of them put into one of these robots as well. One of these golems. The hell?
Someone on the other team must have opened it.
Shit. Why would they do that?
We have to hurry.
Right, let's go. I like that room. Now it just questions like who's real, who's fake. They can make these fake beings. They can make them look like humans. Now the possibilities of this game is crazy. And I feel like, as Caden was saying, like, not many people go to this ending first. So I don't know if I'm supposed to know all this stuff this early, but I mean, there's multiple paths for a reason. You just slowly piece together the story. Okay. We pushed through the magenta door and ran into the warehouse. There stood Phi, Dio, and K. Phi, you're fake as fuck. Hey, what the hell, guys?
Why did you open the AB gate before everyone got back?
I apologize.
You
We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
All right.
You got a problem with that?
Yeah, you're a dick.
Of course we do.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
It's called common courtesy. You have none. This isn't about promises. Are you stupid or just an asshole?
Probably both. We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others? And Miyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere. What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything? Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to ally. Seems pretty straightforward to me. So what if they don't get back in time?
Are you an idiot or an asshole? Yes. What up, Irene?
They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more. And that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either. In other words, they ought to be thanking me.
Did you guys find a note?
What? What's this?
We found it in our safe.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, 1 person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the hell, man? This wasn't in our room. Back me up here, guys.
Yeah, I was kind of pissed when I read that too, but you still shouldn't have been so hasty. More Zelda 2 stuff?
He's right.
There was no such note in our safe.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this.
Really?
Of course.
I'm worried about the others. If time runs out,
They'll be penalized, yes.
I know. Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
He seemed a little off before we headed into the chromatic doors.
This is bad.
Almost like he was a robot. Hey. Wait a minute. Where's Alice? She was here just a minute ago. No, no. 2 milkmen go comedy! Took me a moment to spot her. She was several yards away and kneeling down to look at something on the floor. What was she looking at? I couldn't tell. I was about to head over and see what was going on when... Whoa. Hey, guys.
Quark! Has Quark been here?
Did something happen to him? He disappeared!
He always disappears. Disappear? What do you mean?
I mean, he's gone! We can't find him anywhere! When was the last time you saw him?
I hate that she's smiling. Why is that your default face?
We were heading back here.
Nope. Oh, where's my game?
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling for him, but...
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
And you couldn't find him? Right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
Like, is this all a test to see how well they can make these artificial intelligences? Like, they swap them out?
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
That's stupid. They wouldn't kill people for that research.
But he wasn't there either.
Unless they wouldn't replace them. Probably not. Well, it's way too early for you to be fed.
Alright. We need to split up. If we can't find him in any of the Floor A rooms, we'll move to Floor B.
Okay. I need to go tell Alice.
You close to your bedtime? Okay, take it easy, Omega. Have a good night. Appreciate you hanging out.
You guys go on ahead.
Right, you do that. Now we're gonna split up again and someone's gonna freaking die! Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. Hey, Quark! Quark! I don't remember that room. He's not here. I checked both rooms.
He's not in the other two either. There's no one here.
Temioji and Kay are in the lounge, and Dio and Luna should be checking the infirmary.
Right. Okay, let's leave that to them and head to Floor B.
I need to know who this voice actress is. What else does she play? She sounds so familiar. And I'm terrible at recognizing voices. Gotta look it up. I'm gonna look it up after I beat this game just so I don't accidentally look up a spoiler or something. Go through the red door with Dio and Kay, right?
Yeah, so?
What was on the other side of that door?
You want to see it?
Yeah. Maybe Quark went there.
Fine. Follow me.
This is...
The pantry.
Pantry?
That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food. Wasn't half bad, actually.
You ate it?
Yeah. There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai. Oh, and I ate the chef's pasta, too.
You have enough? A lot of food.
Can't help it. I'm a growing girl.
How old are you?
20, I think.
Whoa, 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 just stop. I don't even know where to start here. 1, by the time you hit 20, you're done growing. 2, you think? You should be old enough to know how old you are. 3, how on earth are you 20? Look, you're 13. If you're a day. Can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Haha! Yeah. Give me a break, you little
Don't call
punk.
me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
Yeah, they're being pervy about things. Asking about people's ages and stuff. Gah. Fine, whatever. So this place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? I think this stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon.
Yeah, the use-by date is about 100 years from now.
Oh. How about water?
There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well.
Is it safe?
Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay.
You made him drink it to make sure it was safe?
I guess you could say that.
You ate all the food without a second thought, but the water struck you as possibly dangerous?
No, I was careful with the food too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh! I almost forgot.
What?
I ate something else! Twice cooked pork!
Oh, for God's sake. Though, are you shouting about that? Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked
What is
pork?
it?
That just reminded me of something.
Reminded you of what?
This might seem hard to believe.
Bullshit.
Well, come on. At least, let me tell you first. Alright. So how we found a room called the GAULEM Bay on the other side of the green door, and how we met a robot named Golem with a very interesting story. At least they skipped some dialogue here.
I see. So the Golem guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something.
Yeah.
So the last thing he said was, see, right in the middle of...
Yep.
Right in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China.
Well, this was utterly pointless.
Really? I don't think so.
Please explain.
Well, maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room.
Yeah.
In other words,
Testing their robots.
Sigma, Phi! There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
What's going on?
Something bad. Something really bad.
Oh, God. Well, come on, spill it.
Alice is... Just come with me. She's in the crew quarters.
Rip. Again? Can we get her to survive at all? What? No. This can't be real. All I could hear was Zero's words echoing in my ear. Your heart stops, your bracelet comes off. If you've never been in turbulence, it's hard to explain. You feel sudden, alien weightlessness of a long fall, and for a moment, you're painfully aware of the fact that you are thousands of feet above the earth, in a flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that no one actually understands. If you've never seen a friend dead, it's hard to explain. But it's a little like that. I knelt down beside Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin already turned pale. The thing in front of me looks like a human being, but it wasn't being a human any longer. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to take 3 progressively calmer breaths, then stood. I clenched my fist, took one last breath, and turned. Who found her first?
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him.
Fucking Dio.
So I came back here and, well, you know the rest.
So we know he's like an agent who came in here on his own free will to learn about this facility. Now, we know he killed the old woman. Was he... Now, was... What? Why? Why would he kill Alice then? What was she... She found something. She was looking at something in that other room. She may have found something. She was onto something. And for that reason, for whatever reason, Dio killed her. Because he also killed her in the last timeline, potentially. He said he didn't. He could have. Well, it may not have been Dio, but they killed her for the same reason. Is that she was onto something, right?
Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. But I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her? I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead. Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together.
Catch them? Why did you just say that out loud? So are you here voluntarily to stop the Nonary games because of your past? Are you some kind of hero now?
Don't do this.
Clover.
I can't trust them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that.
But you could also just mean I want to catch them, as in, now that I'm stuck in this game, I need to find out who's responsible. Alice knows the pain of this. So maybe her saying that means nothing. The fact that she says we were supposed to catch them.
I'm going to get revenge. I'll find out who killed you. And I'll...
Clover? A killer? Really? She capable of that? I didn't see any axes here.
Shut up! Don't you talk to me! I'm sorry, Alice.
Sorry, I'll take back the thing about axes. Her voice shook as she spoke. Before anyone could say anything, she turned and ran out of the room.
Wait! Clover, come back!
Temyoji took off in pursuit, and I made to follow when...
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything.
Yeah, she is a tight-lipped person.
Think it through. There are two possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Yeah, and the fact that I know that you're a two-faced bitch who will exit this Nonary game and sacrifice everyone for your own personal gain. So fuck you, Kate.
Well, yes, but none of us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
You are correct. But only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder.
I love the thrill of it. What do you mean?
Do you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure.
That's
in
stupid.
a world of his own creation.
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
There's too much going on in this facility for that just to be the case.
Presumably, because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding out somewhere.
No,
Well, why not?
there's no way Zero Jr. would notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
Maybe. But Zero Senior has a body. You think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
That's why they only murdered one person when they entered. Then Alice is a different death. What if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
I thought about what Kay had said. If the killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio? Luna? Kay, perhaps. Maybe Clover. And there's always 10 Myoji. Vi, maybe. Couldn't be her. There's only 5 the whole time we were looking for Quark. There's no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Who was I with the last time those two were killed? I was with Kay? Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Quark. Seemed like a bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. Then there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and 10 Myoji. Where'd Quark gone?
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point.
What do you mean?
We should get to the warehouse.
Yeah, death is just a part of the game, is what he means.
It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us, should we disobey the rules. As such, I recommend we follow them.
The others filed out of the room. I turned to face Alice. Alice. I'll find out who did this to you. I promise. I felt my stomach settle back into its normal configuration, and the fire in my chest melted the icy hand from my spine. I feel like it'd take longer than that, but I stood up straight, gave Alice one last nod, and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor.
Hey, look. 2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably 10 Myoji and Clover.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is... well, I'd rather not say it.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had one BP left. If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now.
Stop that, Dio. I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent. And I trust him.
I trust you too, Luna. Really?
Now, this is interesting. If one of you guys picks Betray, we are gonna get a show.
Dio!
Ignore him. How do you and Phi plan to vote?
You even gotta ask? Ally. Of course. Right, Phi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose Ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So we should both choose Ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio?
Yeah, Kay. It's not like you would ever do that.
As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the two of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Phi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit.
Now, I've seen her jump. She's got legs.
No one has more gentle
Frickin'
points than me.
ox.
You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
What?
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose Betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
That's actually really smart.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
I'm sorry.
Because if either of you goes back on your word, then you're the one that loses if you go back on your word. But if you keep your word, then you just stay neutral. Wow. That's very interesting.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea. See, my goal is to beat this game.
But Phi...
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely.
So everyone gets out.
I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing Betray every time is hardly ideal. We'd never escape.
Then what are you gonna do?
Kay needs to choose Ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that she'll choose Ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio!
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What?
The moment Dio turned his head, Phi was off. With seemingly superhuman strength, she leapt through the air, across the room, and through the AB gate, just so Dio couldn't sabotage their plan.
What the fuck? You bitch! God damn it, Phi! Open this fucking door!
He pounded on the door screaming, but it showed no sign of opening again.
Fuck!
Good thing she had the key then. Among the two of them, because he gave the door one last slam for good measure, then ran up to the next open wall.
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner. Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms.
What?
So you'd be willing to cheat for your own benefit, is what that just told us. Asshole.
Fuck not! This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote?
This is bullshit.
You're a dick. I see. This is how Fawn can guarantee her choice. Dio can't vote now. The chance that Phi will choose Ally just went up. After all, if you pick Ally and she betrays you, then...
Dio will have 9 points.
Exactly.
But don't you think Vi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Vi is going to choose Ally, then...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose Ally.
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
We don't have much time left. Let's go.
Right.
Okay. Sigma? You are going to choose Ally, right?
Of course. Me and Sigma both. We both have 5 BP right now. And if I did betray you, I'd only get 3 points. It's not enough to escape. So I'd have to wait to the next round anyway. Make sense?
I see.
And also because Ally is just a sensible, cool thing to do. Huh?
Nothing. Never mind.
She's gonna be a robot. She likes us too much. She's a robot.
Anyway, you promised. You have to choose Ally.
Right. I will. So Luna's best girl.
Seconds remain until polling closes.
Now? What am I gonna do? Well, I guess there isn't really any question. After all, I promised Luna that I'd pick Ally. But, what if she was lying to me?
I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent. And I trust him.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8.
Do we have to choose at the last second?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
More dramatic this way.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation.
I think Kay lied again.
Ambidex gates now opening.
But then again, one less person died in this timeline.
Results
So
from
maybe
round
Kay didn't
2
sense as much
of the
danger.
Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Of course Luna chose Ally. Okay, it chose Ally. Tenmyoji and Quark betrayed Clover. Unforgivable. How could you? After all this, she chose to ally. Oh, now Quark could escape because he's got
Points
9.
have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Thank you, Sigma.
No need to thank me. Just did what I promised to do. Anyway, thank you too.
It was nothing.
She's cute.
I also just did what I promised to do. Now we both have 7 BP. This is the home stretch.
Yes, it is. I hope we get to pair up next round too. Ah!
Because I'll choose ally?
Yep. You're an opponent I can trust.
If we were partners, you could pick whatever you wanted then, couldn't you? I mean, you'd get 9 points either way.
Whoa, hold on there. Why would I suddenly choose Betray? I already chose Ally twice.
You're right.
So let's choose Ally and get the hell out of here together. Sound good?
Okay.
Come on, why'd you look so sad?
Well, it's just... there's a part of me that just can't feel genuinely happy about that.
What, because Alice? Oh, you mean Alice? Me and Sigma are on the same page. But then again, Sigma is just the most human response. Like, generic response. So, of course, I'm gonna be...
Oh. Yes.
We still haven't found Quark either, huh?
That too.
Still. Quark's BP is 9 now. Technically, he's 1. But he could also lose points.
Why did you do that?
Who the fuck did that to Clover?
What did you tell me all that stuff for? Were you just lying?
No. Everything I told you was the truth. You have to trust me.
I did! Look where it got me! How could you do that? You're such a jerk! How could I betray you after that? And then you...
I'm sorry.
Are you Zero?
What? No, of course I'm not Zero.
Then how could you know all that? Where did you find out about that stuff?
I told you,
Don't lie to me!
I'm not lying.
Forget it. It was stupid to trust you. I mean, there's no way.
Clover, this isn't about me. I made a mistake. I got someone involved in all this when I shouldn't have.
You mean Quark?
Yeah,
You did this to get Quark's BP up to 9?
yes.
Yeah, his would have been 8. You idiot. It would have been just fine if you allied.
You've only got 4 points.
I'm not important. The only thing that matters is that Quark gets out of this nightmare.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey, wait!
Temiyoshi didn't respond. He just turned and walked off toward the magenta door. Clover started to follow, then pulled up short.
Oh,
She spun on her heel and headed toward the cyan door instead. Do we check our new colors and stuff?
What just happened? I thought Clover had said she didn't trust any of us anymore.
Yeah, I know. But then she chose Ally, because she's awesome. Temiyoshi must have said something to her before the last round started. But what? Come to think of it, didn't you choose Ally too?
Yes, I did. Phi put herself in a situation where choosing Betray would be unwise. If she had chosen Betray, Dio would have 9 BP now. I concluded that her desire to avoid that outcome would be stronger than her desire to protect herself with Betray, and so I voted accordingly.
that was her guarantee?
Yes.
Why didn't you choose Betray? You could be walking out of here with 9 points right now.
It's because you promised, right?
Yes, that too, I suppose.
No, your word means nothing. I know things about you. There was another reason.
Yes,
What was it?
it's difficult to explain. I suppose you could say I felt a connection.
What do you mean by that?
Well, when we were investigating the pantry together, I felt that Phi was somehow similar to me.
Aha.
Something in me said, don't betray her. You could call it intuition, I suppose.
Cut it out. Gut feelings are bullshit.
Phi.
Besides, you don't get to have a connection with me unless I give you permission. And I don't remember doing that. You're acting like we're pals or something. Kinda skeeves me out, to be honest.
What the hell, man? Did you a favor and you're gonna give him shit for it? He was being a little creepy, though. You are defensive about that, which is fair.
You chose Ally too. Didn't you do that because you trusted him?
Not exactly. I just made him trust me. When we were in the pantry, I stuffed my face like an idiot. That got him to lower his guard.
What?
Did you really think that would be enough to convince him? I mean, if you were wrong, then he could have escaped and left you behind.
What are you getting at?
Well, I'm just thinking that maybe you felt some kind of connection to him, too.
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to feel a connection for a guy whose face I haven't even seen?
Tell me.
Shut up.
If we could change the subject, where did Dio go?
Yeah, it's a good question.
He must have been here for the results.
Oh, I saw him leave. He checked the results and then left through the yellow door.
So where did he go? Suddenly the warehouse was filled with the groan and clang of metal doors grinding shut.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
And that's how you win the game. As many times as we want, huh? And that
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. And there's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
You can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled out automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Oh yeah. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm a magenta pair.
Me too. Looks like we're pairing up again. Better than getting stuck with Dio, I guess.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm a yellow pair. What about you, Luna?
I'm a solo, but I'm green.
Wait. Green?
Yes.
Hold on a minute. Weren't the colors from the first game red, green, and blue? And we used those colors to open magenta, yellow, and cyan doors, right?
Yes, that's right.
Then the next round, we had magenta, yellow, and cyan bracelets. And opened the red, green, and blue doors, right?
Yes.
But this time we've got magenta and yellow pairs, and also a green solo. What core doors are we supposed to open?
And where are they?
Well, we need to check the other bracelets before we make any decisions.
That means Dio, Tenmyoji, and Clover.
And Quark.
We'll need to check Alice's bracelet too. Anyone could just pick it up now.
So I bet Dio already did.
I will try and find the remaining people and their bracelets. Quark will be my first priority.
I'll come with you.
Quark shouldn't be your first priority because you don't know where he is.
Very well.
I'll go check on Alice's bracelet then.
And don't forget to, retrieve it. We'll likely need it to get through the chromatic doors.
Right. Sigma, can you come with me?
Sure thing, partner. What? Oh, okay. Let's go. Going to have to see her again. I feel sick just thinking about it.
Shouldn't we decide on a time to meet up? Just in case? Let's see. When do the doors open?
Look on the thing. Still got quite a while.
An hour and 21 minutes.
Then let's take half of that. What do you say we all meet back here in 40 minutes?
Sounds good. Kay and Luna step through the magenta door and out of the warehouse. Hey, you don't think Kay's the killer, do you?
Maybe.
Maybe? But if he is, then Luna's in danger?
Maybe.
Damn it, Phi.
You're not one to talk. I didn't see you stopping her.
Well, yeah, but just had this gut feeling that I could trust him.
A gut feeling, huh? Sure you're not the one who's feeling a connection to our armored friend?
What if I am?
I mean, all that plating is pretty flattering to his figure.
That's not it.
Are you sure?
No.
Have you considered that it might be Luna?
No, that's not possible.
Why not?
Because Luna didn't need a knife to kill Alice. When we played the last round, Alice's BP was 1. Luna was playing against the two of us. All she would have to do was convince us to vote ally, and she would have killed Alice.
She would have just had to pick betray.
Yeah, but then we would have labeled her as a killer. But in this outcome, we don't have to label her as a killer, and she gets the same outcome. Except for I get a couple more points, though. Exactly.
But if she'd done that, do you really think the rest of us would have let her get away with it?
Exactly what I was thinking.
We'd probably have tied her up or locked her away or something. Besides, there's no way in hell Alice would have chosen ally. The only way to get an ally vote from your pair would have been to physically overpower Alice. Or trick her like I did with Dio.
So what? You're saying Luna's the killer?
No, I'm not.
Just not ruling it out.
I'm just saying the possibility exists.
Yeah. Smart.
Even if she was, I don't think we'd need to worry about Kay's safety. He's got a full suit of armor. I'm betting he's pretty hard to kill with all that on. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Let's go check Alice's bracelet.
Clover? Hey, come on, don't run away.
Run away?
Well, it looked like you were trying to get away from us.
I wasn't running away, though. I just don't want to talk to you.
Okay. Isn't that pretty much the same thing? Look, running away isn't going to do any good. Don't you want to find out who killed Alice? Well, you're not going to be able to figure that out unless you talk to people.
I don't need to.
Why not?
I already figured out who did it.
Who was it?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
You might be working with them. Both of you could be in on it.
She's smart. Oh, come on. Of course we're not.
Forget about it. There's no point. Doesn't matter what you tell her, she's never going to believe you. Just tell us one thing, Clover. How did you know who it was?
I noticed something.
And what was that?
Alice figured it out too.
Yep.
Before she...
What was it?
We were supposed to take them down together. That's what she meant. Okay.
Why don't you figure that out yourselves? Anyway, I gotta go.
Hey, wait, Clover. I mean, that enough, if I was the killer, would make me feel a threat for her, and I'd want to kill her. If I was. Shit.
What's wrong?
I forgot to ask Clover what color her bracelet is now.
Oh. Really? That's it? Calm down. She's a cyan pear.
You saw it?
Yeah. Snuck a peek at it when she ran by. And it looks like Alice's is a blue solo.
She reached down and casually picked Alice's bracelet up off the floor.
I'll hold on to this.
Yeah, good idea. I wonder what it was that Clover noticed.
You mean what Alice noticed? Were you even listening?
Fine, what did Alice notice? Fi didn't answer. Instead, she knelt down and began to examine Alice's body. What are you doing?
I'm investigating.
What are you investigating?
What does it look like I'm investigating? I'm looking for any clues to what she figured out before she died. Huh. Found something already. Have a look.
Fi held something out. It was a handkerchief stained reddish brown. That blood?
Looks like it. It's darker than Alice's, so it's probably been on her since before she died.
If it's not hers, whose blood is it? The old lady?
Maybe.
Do you think Alice killed her?
Who knows? She could have just found this somewhere for all we know.
Huh. And you think she figured something out from this handkerchief?
Can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. So, time we moved on. We need to figure out what Tenmyoji and Dio's bracelets have changed to.
And we need to find Quark.
Yeah.
Let's take the blue door then. We should be able to get to the room Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover went to that way.
Sounds good.
It says Rec Room. This is the only door that's unlocked.
Yeah. So this is where Tenmyoji's team went.
You can open it. Alright?
How many times do I have to tell you? You don't need to keep asking permission.
Yeah, game. Stop saying things out loud. Okay, okay. Tenmyoji? I'm guessing from your face that Quark is still missing.
No sign of him, huh?
Happy?
What?
I'm asking if you're happy Quark's still missing.
No, of course not. Why would I be?
And then does it hurt? Huh? Are you so terrified about whether or not he's safe that it feels like someone's got your chest in a vice? I didn't think so. Quark's got 9 BP. If I find him first, I might make him escape. So it's better for you if I haven't found him yet. Am I wrong?
Tenmyoji, what's going on here? This doesn't sound like you. I know you're worried about Quark,
Just
but...
what the hell do you know? He's all I've got left. If something happens to him, I'll...
Tenmyoji?
It's all my fault. It wasn't supposed to be like this.
It's all your fault.
I never should have brought him here.
So you had the choice to go here. Did you say brought?
Zero made me an offer.
Wait a minute. I thought you said you and Quark were abducted like the rest of us.
You mean you came here voluntarily?
Hey, answer me. What the hell's going on here?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets?
Huh?
Why?
Please, just do it.
He's doing the killer thing. Fine, I looked at one another. Neither of us knew what was going on. We had no reason to refuse. We shrugged and did what we were told to do. And suddenly... Ah! In the blink of an eye, Tenmyoji had pulled some kind of can from the pocket and sprayed both our wrists with it. Hey, what the hell, man?
Calm down. It's not going to hurt you.
Is this some kind of chemical?
Yeah, I found it when I was searching this room.
He walked toward the door and flipped the light switch.
Good work. It's dark now.
Show me your bracelets again.
That stuff you sprayed us with was luminol, wasn't it?
Yeah. How'd you figure that out?
It says luminol on the can.
I guessed when you turned off the light.
And that stuff they use in cop shows to find blood and other stuff.
Yeah.
Why'd you spray us?
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
What?
Neither one of you is Zero's senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yep.
Someone mind explaining this to me?
Well, you know as much as I do now. I was just making guesses based on what he was doing.
Very intuitive. Hey, Tenmyoji.
Sorry, but I've got to go. I need to go look for Quark.
So he noticed the thing that we noticed last time with the bracelet? No? I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen. You dropped a real bomb back there. I'm not about to just ignore it. What did you mean when you said that Zero made you an offer? Why are you here?
I can't tell you.
Why not? I don't really understand how, but you seem to have decided that neither of us is Zero Senior, right?
Yeah?
Then why?
You don't get it. I can't tell you no matter who you are. Right now, we might as well assume Quark is a hostage. Zero Jr. seems to be aware of everything that goes on here. If If I tell you, he'll know. And then God only knows what Zero Senior will do. Please, I'm asking you. Put yourself in my shoes.
I looked in the eyes for the first time since we'd entered the room and saw nothing but years of loneliness and regret. Before I could speak, you turned and left the room. Loneliness and regret. Hey, can I ask you a question?
It won't do you any good. Whatever you want to know, I don't know anything about it.
No, it's not about what just happened.
Yeah? Then what is it? Oh, I see. You mean his bracelet, right? Chill, man. He's a red solo. I had a look while he was talking.
Oh, good job. That wasn't what I wanted to ask either.
Well, what is it then?
When he sprayed us, you screamed, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm pretty sure you did. Not quite so tough when you're scared, huh?
Shut up. We've got stuff to do. Get going. Move!
Yeah. Like teasing her a little bit. This.
It looks like another warehouse.
Guess there's one on this floor too then. Makes sense. Guess as much when I saw the map. What's that over there?
Probably more graffiti. There was one on floor A too, remember?
Yeah, there was, but...
Never mind that. There's someone else here.
Is that Dio?
Looks like it. Let's go see what he's up to.
What are you doing here, Dio?
Oh, nothing. Just going with the flow, you know? And seeing where life takes me.
You don't seem to have any interest in searching for Quark.
Why would I? Do we even know he's really missing? Maybe the little shit's just off having nap time somewhere. So I figure, let sleeping dogs lie, right? Or kids, in this case, I guess. If we wake him up, he might realize he's got enough BP to blow this popsicle stand and ditch us. That happens, it's all over. We'll be stuck in here for the rest of our lives.
So wouldn't it be in our best
Surely
interest?
won't be that long.
Wouldn't that be in the best interest to find him then? So he doesn't do that? We could confirm he won't do that? The rest of our lives?
Yeah, did I stutter? Or did you just forget? Zero Jr. told us, remember?
The number 9 door only opens once. Once that happens, it's all over. It looks rude, not insane, so be careful, you could get stuck.
Closed for good, huh? I have to admit, kind of forgotten the detail, but if Zero Jr. had been telling the truth, we wouldn't be able to get out until we died. Well, even that might not be enough. Maybe they just leave our corpses there to rot. My stomach did a little flip.
So, what are you guys here for? Did you bring Phi here so I can kill her?
What?
Oh, really? You already forgotten your little stunt earlier? We're damn lucky Kate chose Ally. If he hadn't, he'd be hanging from that crane right now.
Sounds like you're getting a little desperate. Word of advice, Dio. That's not a smart attitude to have here. All you'll do is make sure that whoever plays against you in the AB game won't pick Ally.
You talk as if I give a fuck. I already know I won't be up against you two.
Why not?
Kay and I are the yellow pair. You guys are the magenta pair, right? Two pairs can't go through the same chromatic door. Simple enough for you.
How do you know our colors?
Kay told me. He was here a while ago. Speaking of which, Temioji and Clover were here too. Guess everybody misses my company. Anyway, that's how I know what everyone's colors are.
Was Kay by himself?
Yeah.
What about Luna?
Luna? Haven't seen her.
Oh god. I see.
Anyway, Kay and I won't be pairing with you two. We'll be taking the blues solo.
That's Alice's bracelet. But how'd you know that?
Oh, come on. Really that thick? Look at the doors in front of you. These are the next chromatic doors.
Next color is white?
Bingo. See that thing next to the door there? Looks familiar, doesn't it? Yes. Yes, it does.
I get it. You and Kay are both yellow. You can get yellow by adding red and green together. If you add blue to that,
It becomes white.
Exactly.
You get magenta by adding red and blue together. Then adding green to that gives you white. That means Finite would need to pair up with the green solo, which is Luna.
right.
That means the other three would be in the same team as before. Temioji, Clover, and Quark. You know that Temioji's a red solo and Clover is a cyan pair, so...
The only one left is the other cyan pair. So we can assume that's what Quark is.
Could there be another combination?
No. There's only one option this time.
All we gotta do now is wait for these white doors to open.
We got 5 minutes left before it's time to meet up with everyone else. We should get back to 4A.
Sorry, but I'm gonna stay here. Moving around so much is a pain in the ass.
Nobody invited you. Come on, Fi.
Right. On my way.
Huh? Something up? Why'd you just stop?
Well, see that clock over there? The one that looks like the sun?
Yeah.
It reminded me of something we saw earlier.
The eclipse thing? What do you mean?
Remember the graffiti on floor B? You remember what it said?
Welcome to something. Paradise? Oh, you can actually tell me what this is?
Do you know what that means?
Memento mori if the ninth lion ate the sun. Lion ate the sun? Sun for something like be aware of death or remember death. Things usually used to mean we're all going to die someday, so don't forget about your own mortality.
What about the other part?
I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? If the ninth lions ate the sun, I mean, yes, it's kind of nonsense, but... Oh, I get it. That's what the clock made you think of, right? The sun in that sentence?
Yeah. Did you notice anything strange about that graffiti?
Apart from the fact that it made no sense? Not really.
Wrong answer. Maybe you're not the eagle eye I thought you were. I guess I have to do everything.
Yeah, please do.
Part of it was spelled wrong. Specifically, they spelled ninth wrong. It should be Ninth, but the graffiti had Nineth.
Oh. Okay, I guess you're right. I put an extra E in there.
Exactly.
That's kind of a bonehead mistake. Do you think it was like a kid who wrote it? It's intentional. It's an anagram, right?
Maybe it wasn't a mistake at all.
Not following.
Maybe Zero put that E in there on purpose.
But why?
Maybe because he didn't have enough letters otherwise.
What?
Anyway, if Zero wrote that graffiti, then it's got to be significant.
Remember death. The ninth lion ate the sun. Huh?
Shit. Hey, it's already 2 minutes past time. We should get moving.
Right. We're moving. Huh? Kay and Luna aren't here.
Astute observation.
What should we do?
What do you mean, what should we do? All we can do is wait.
Yep.
We don't want to end up missing each other by accident.
Yeah. Guess you got a point. Hey, where are you going?
Just want to check something really quick.
Yeah, whatever Alice was looking at. Check what?
The last time we saw Alice alive, she was right here. Remember? She was kneeling down, looking at something on the ground.
Yeah. What do you think she was looking at? Huh?
Find something?
Isn't this blood?
Uh-huh. Nice work there, Sigma.
You don't need to pat me on the back. It makes me feel stupid or something.
The truth hurts.
That's a good one.
So... blood, huh?
She's going nuts. This camera a little like fuzzy.
Oh my god.
Five-Seven looked up at the ceiling. I followed her gaze and found myself looking up at the metal crane. Luna's going crazy. This kind of might see in a shipyard. The sort that moves along the metal track. Thought could grab and lift cargo containers. Yeah, so they could have like transported us in that way and they could shift us around and... So what's the deal with the crane? What? Damn, gone again. Stop running around. Just tell me what you found.
I noticed something.
Oh yeah? And what, pray tell, was that?
The same thing Clover and Alice noticed.
That's... Can't you just tell me?
Look at the number 6 AB room. The side that's facing the wall has blood on it. It's the first thing you think of when you hear blood.
Vampires?
Yeah, this whole thing kind of sucks, right? Come on!
Death? Mortality?
This is no time to be screwing around.
Pain?
I'm talking about this thing. The handkerchief Alice had. There's some blood on it that we assume belonged to the old lady. Consider this for a moment. Let's say this thing was on the floor next to the rightmost AB room. We'll assume that the blood on the side facing the wall came from this handkerchief. Okay, then what?
Alice was looking at the handkerchief?
Right. What do you think was going through her mind?
Why is there a bloodstained handkerchief here? Or something along those lines?
And?
Did this belong to the old woman? It must have.
And?
But if it did, then who put it here? Or wait, maybe someone just dropped it? Or they could have thrown it here.
And?
You want more?
You're almost there.
How long has this handkerchief been here? Something like that?
Yes, exactly. So how long do you think it was here?
Well, I imagine it wasn't here from the start.
Wait. When's the start?
You know, when we started? When you and I escaped from the AB room through that hatch on the roof? The first thing we did after we got out and we met everyone except for Clover and Kay was go look at the number 9 door. We spent a lot of time examining the AB rooms too. Yeah, I know we looked at this from this exact angle. I'm pretty sure that wasn't any handkerchiefs there then. There wasn't. Wait.
Huh. Finally figured it out, huh?
Oh, the shipping containers moved? Yeah, they shuffled them around with that crane. No way. The AB's rooms moved? Lenia should be sleeping. She should get some sleep. It's basically a visual novel escape room game. Where
Yeah.
basically these 9 strangers are all left in this room. We're all trying to escape this deviously planned game that some anonymous person has made for us. There's a killer among us, and we're just trying to escape these puzzle rooms. It's really cool. I'd recommend playing. So this is like the second game in the series. 999. 9 doors, 9 persons, 9 hours is a fantastic game, and this is the sequel that I'm playing through. But yeah, it's just like a visual novel / puzzle game. It's really cool. / like murder mystery type escape room. What is that crane?
Probably.
Why is one guy in armor? We don't know. Just don't know.
They moved the rightmost one all the way to the left.
So you have been lurking.
So, what was in the leftmost AB room?
Did us? The body of the old woman.
And who was trapped in there when the nonary game started?
It would have been the AB room on the right first, so... Luna. For the third time, Fi walked off without saying anything. My body felt like lead, but I forced myself to follow her. She stopped in front of the graffiti that began 2 milkmen.
What do you think this is?
Well, I thought it was just paint from the graffiti at first, but I'm guessing you don't think so. Got more of the old woman's blood.
Seems like it.
So Luna would have been killed here. Would have killed her here, and then taken her to the rightmost AB room. After that, she would have moved the room with the body in it so that no one would suspect her. That means the first person to get out was Luna, not Alice. So what about that handkerchief?
This thing? Here, look. You see this line? It's possible that line is from whatever the weapon was, which means this might have been wrapped around whatever was used to kill the old woman. So maybe Luna wrapped the weapon with this handkerchief, and then threw it between the rightmost room and the one next to it. Then when the room was moved, it came out.
That means Alice picked up the weapon along with the handkerchief?
Seems pretty likely.
So she tried to kill Luna, and they killed each other?
This is all just speculation, understand?
In that alternate timeline?
There are a whole lot of things we still don't know.
Yeah, it's a mystery, alright. For example, why would Luna leave the AB room, murder the old woman, and then carry the body back and hide it in the same room? Because it's possible she just wanted to hide the body, but we still don't have any idea why she would have wanted to kill her in the first place. It's also worth noting that Zero Jr. seems to have let all of this slide. He's supposed to be making sure the game goes according to plan, but so far there's been 2 murders and he hasn't done anything about either of them. Has he? I mean, Cork has gone missing. Do you think that means Luna is Zero Senior? Even if she was, though, I'm not sure why she killed the old woman. It's possible she was some kind of intruder who wasn't supposed to be here, but if Luna's Zero Senior, couldn't she have found a better place to hide the body? She'd have access to the entire facility. That's not all either. Let's say Luna moved the AB room to divert suspicion away from herself. If that's the case, then why did she leave the handkerchief and the weapon there? She had to have known they'd be discovered after she moved the room. Besides, when how did she operate the crane? Luna was with us since we first got out of the AB rooms, all the way until we found the old lady's body. You, me, and her went through the magenta door and investigated the lounge. Hi, Luna. Then we went down to floor B together and came back to the warehouse. By then, the room must have been moved. Of course. Huh. Why didn't I see that sooner? Luna has an alibi. She couldn't have moved the AB room. We're her alibi.
Interesting. I have to admit, you've got a point.
Wait, what? You'd even put up a fight.
You're going to make me repeat myself. I never said Luna was the killer. Still, I have a feeling Alice thought she was. Which would mean that Clover probably does too.
Oh, you mean that stuff she said about what she noticed?
Right.
Hey, Fi?
Hmm?
I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this. We were supposed to meet the others 20 minutes ago. There's no one here.
You're right.
Sigma. Phi. There you are. I'm sorry. I have some bad news. Luna. Luna is dead. She's in room 2 in the crew quarters. The same room where Alice was murdered.
This is the third time I touched a body and felt cold skin. Thought it might get easier, but it had only gotten worse. I didn't think I'd ever get used to it, but I didn't want to. My hands began to shake. I tried to steady them as I pressed a pair of fingers to her neck and cheek and checked for a pulse. Phi and Sigma? Never made that connection. Interesting. Nothing, of course. Luna was dead. Her eyes were flat and empty, and pupils dilated in what could have been terror. It felt surreal. Like I might blink and then she would sit up again. She would smile and blush and look away nervously, and everything would be alright. I blinked. She lay there, still, dead, and pale.
And I trust him.
Grief cracked open like an egg and rage clambered out, hot and angry and screaming. It clawed at the inside of my chest and pounded at the back of my eyes. I squeezed them shut and ground my teeth. My hands balled into fists so tight they hurt. I took a deep breath and opened my eyes again. Another breath. I stood up and realized Kay was talking.
I believe she was poisoned. See here. This device is some sort of syringe.
I think it's called an injection gun. You can just put whatever you want in one of those vials and then pull the trigger. It's kind of like the needles in these bracelets.
The drug they used is the same as well. The label on the vial says tubocurarine.
The muscle relaxant.
Yes. Since it's empty, I can only assume Luna was injected with it. You see the mark on her neck? I believe it is safe to assume that is where her attacker injected the drug. Perhaps they chose the neck for the carotid artery.
Then your guess is probably correct. Luna was injected with tubocurarine, and it killed her.
What about the others?
Should I go get them?
No, never mind. I want to get your story first.
What do you mean?
When you left us, you and Luna went off together, right?
Yes.
But when we talked to Dio downstairs, he said he'd only seen you, not Luna. Why is that?
Luna and I split up as soon as we got to floor B. We determined it would be more efficient. Two of us working separately could cover more ground in less time.
Alright, so why were you late?
What?
You didn't show up till 20 minutes past the time we were supposed to meet. Sigma's asking you what you were doing.
I was resuscitating.
Resuscitating?
Let me explain how I found her. I had gone to the warehouse 5 minutes before our meeting time. You had yet to show up, as had Luna. I believe I was standing between the yellow and cyan doors. Some minutes later, I heard something. It came from behind the cyan door and sounded like a woman's scream. Well, it was actually quite faint. It was several doors away, after all, and as such, I couldn't quite make out what was being said. Or even if I had heard it at all. It seemed entirely possible that I had imagined it. I heard no other sounds for a few minutes following the scream. Eventually, the silence made me uncomfortable. Perhaps something had happened. So, I made my way to the crew quarters. As I entered the hallway, I noticed that the door to room 2 was slightly ajar. That was when I first suspected something was amiss. You can imagine the rest, I'm sure. I ran into the room and found Luna on the floor.
You were saying you spent a good 20 minutes trying to resuscitate her?
Yes. I deduced that she had been injected with tubocurarine. Her heart had stopped, so I attempted CPR. To the best of my abilities, at least. With this mask, I was obviously unable to provide artificial respiration.
Why did you tell us?
Because I had no reason to believe you would be in the warehouse. If you weren't, I would have wasted precious time.
That's true.
I chose instead to begin resuscitation immediately. As you know, even a short time without oxygen can cause serious brain damage. I felt time was of the essence. But...
Hey, how much time passed between when you heard the scream and when you came in here and found her?
I'm afraid I can't say exactly. But I would hazard a guess that it was around 3 minutes.
Did you see the killer?
No, I did not.
Then they had 3 minutes to escape.
That would have been plenty of time. When you leave this room, immediately to your left is a door that connects to the hallway. I assume they left that way.
Is there any chance they hid in this room somewhere?
No. I examined the room thoroughly before I left to find you. May I say something?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure if this has anything to do with Luna, but there was something I wanted to point out. Look at Alice. Do you notice anything?
The weapon.
It's gone.
Indeed. The wound suggests a knife, but I doubt we'll know now.
Then, did the killer take it?
How would I know?
Maybe they took it before Luna was murdered.
Why are you asking me?
If they had it, why not use it to kill Luna?
Yeah, that would make sense.
What?
Sigma, if you were going to kill someone, which of these two methods would you use?
I wouldn't kill anyone.
This is hypothetical,
I would choose the injection gun.
right? Most people would choose that. The more you can divorce yourself from the actual killing, the easier it is to kill someone. There's a big difference between stabbing someone and injecting them with poison.
Yeah, I agree. So you're saying they took the knife before they killed her?
No, I don't know either way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter either way, it's just they took the easier way to kill them.
They could have taken it afterwards. There's no way for us to know.
Could they have done that in 3 minutes before Kay got here? It just
It's not
takes...
impossible. 3 minutes is longer than you think. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I don't know when they took the knife or whatever it was. We came here to get Alice's bracelet, and then Kay came by later. There was probably about a 30-minute window. Anyone could have taken it. They might not even have been the same person who killed Luna. Or it could be. There really isn't any way to know. And if we don't know, we really shouldn't try and draw conclusions. That could color our reasoning, and that's not good. Conclusions without any evidence are useless, so just forget any conclusions you might have come up with. Save that brain space for something more useful. Well, I think that about covers it. We clear?
Yeah.
Good. Anyway, we should tell the others.
About Luna, you mean?
Yeah.
We should go to the white doors then. Dio should still be there. Hopefully Tenmyoji and Clover will be there as well.
They left the bracelet. Yeah, good point. Once it's time to open that door, I'm sure they'll show up. I guess holding the bracelet would confirm their guilt. So they left the bracelet. Makes sense. Kay nodded and picked up Luna's bracelet.
Please, take this with you.
He held it out to me. I stared down at the bracelet. I felt wrong to just take it. Like we were just using it and abandoning her.
Is something the matter? You and Phi are the magenta pair. Without the green solo bracelet, you won't be able to open the secondary door.
I know. It's just...
Then...
He pressed the bracelet gently into my hand.
If you don't wish Luna's death to be meaningless, then you must survive. Or do you intend to die without catching her killer?
Right. Yes. I sighed and closed my hand around the cold metal.
Good. Shall we go?
Wait. Shit.
Did something happen?
No. Well, not yet. We might be looking at a worst-case scenario.
Excuse me?
God. What the hell is wrong with me? How did I miss this? I'm sorry. This is my fault. It's just... there was so much going on I wasn't thinking.
What is it, goddammit? What'd you miss?
Quark.
Oh? Oh shit. Temioji is a red solo. Clover's a cyan pair. Quark's the other cyan pair. If he's not with them, they can't get through the secondary door.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear. This is bad. And if they haven't gotten in by the time the primary door shuts, they'll be penalized. If we haven't found Quark by then.
Time. How much time do we have left? Oh no.
Let's just go to the warehouse on floor B. Perhaps Quark has already been found.
I sure hope so. Let's move. Who's gonna find him? Clover? Dio isn't doing anything. Temioji would have just thrown him out the 9 door if he found him. Okay, we made it to warehouse B. Shit.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late. The fuck were you thinking? You trying to kill me?
What about Quark?
What?
Did they find Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here. Look, forget about him. Where's Alice's bracelet? Which one of you has it?
What about Temioji and Clover? Have they come back yet?
Look around, asshole. What do you think? Hey, pay attention. The bracelet. Do you have Alice's bracelet? Hand it over.
I pulled it out of her pocket. The face still shone with blue light. This has been Alice's bracelet. Vi's eyes never let Dio, as she carefully handed the bracelet to Kay.
Good. Let's go. Hey, what is this? What, you don't like this door? Fine, we can take a different one. As long as we're in the right group, it shouldn't matter which door we take.
That's not the issue.
Then please, tell me, what the fuck is the issue?
Being a human being. 3 of us still haven't arrived. If we leave them behind...
Oh, come on! Now you're gonna grow a heart? If you stay here, you're gonna kill me!
But...
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Alright. Fine. I'll be honest with you. The truth is, I've got a kid. A baby. I was told that if I didn't win this game, my kid's as good as dead.
Who told you that?
That's...
You have to trust me. I swear, it's God's honest truth. Zero told me to keep it under wraps, but...
Zero told you to keep it under wraps? He's lying. He's gonna steal the bracelet and go through the door.
I figure I don't have a lot of choice right now. I'll tell you more once we get inside. Please.
It's a lie. Don't listen to him. I wanted to scream Dio was obviously lying, but it looked like Kay was buying it. But he had to go in. I couldn't try and stop him. If I did, they'd both die.
You have to believe me, Kay. Please. If you won't do it for me, do it for my kid. If I lose, it's all over. Please.
Just wait 2 minutes. Kay turned to me and to look at me and Fi. We both nodded silently back.
I understand. Let's go.
Really?
Yes. I have one condition, however.
A condition?
Yes. But it's not for you, Dio. Sigma, I want you and Phi to go into one of the doors as well.
Huh?
Dio and I cannot be the only survivors. I would have the 2 of you join us. That is my condition.
Damn it. Couldn't make this easy, could you?
What do you say? The decision is yours.
No. I can't do that. You're asking me to leave 3 people to die?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed. Is that what you want?
Can't just leave them behind.
Me either. I agree with Sigma. We can't just ditch them. I'm staying.
Fi.
Bunch of fucking idiots.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
Then we all just lose.
I see. I suspected that would be your answer. You leave me with no choice then. My apologies.
Just knocked us out? Ugh!
You have my sympathy. I wish there was another way.
Do
Why?
you actually believe, Dio?
No, of course not. I only wish to save you. If I had not forced the issue, neither of you would have budged. Such is your character.
Okay, what are you doing?
I confess I am not entirely sure. I will think about it during the 10 seconds that remain. Goodbye.
Kay turned and left, quickly disappearing outside of our door. Fi and I lay on the floor, moaning, curled around our aching
2,
stomachs.
1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Not quite able to walk yet, Fi and I crawled out of the secondary door. The punch Kay had given me had been incredibly powerful. My arms and legs felt numb and still tingly. Can you stand?
Yeah. Can we just sit here for a moment, though? My body's gonna be fine, but I think I need a little time to get my feelings sorted out.
I nodded and we sat there in silence. No matter what I did, I couldn't get their faces out of my head. Tenmyoji, Clover, Quark. I hoped they were all right, somehow, but I wasn't sure how much time had passed before Fi finally stood up.
We should go.
That was that. She turned and headed for the end of the hallway, feet dragging as if she were carrying something heavy. It was a moment or two before I followed. The control room? Do you see the plaque on the door?
Yeah. It said security. The footage from the surveillance cameras might run through here.
Does that mean we'll be able to see what's going on in the rest of the facility?
I'm not sure. Right now, all the screens are dark. Even if we could activate them, I doubt Zero is just gonna let us watch whatever we want.
Yeah, I'm worried about them. We don't know what happened to K and Dio either.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do here.
Alright, this seems like a good time to stop. I wanted to stop like an hour ago, but the game just kept going. And I really didn't want to stop that bad. This game's getting more and more interesting by the play session. I'm really liking this. Let's see here. So I'm gonna go to bed, but I will be back tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna end stream without rating out. I'm just gonna hit the hay. It's getting late for me. So I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be playing this. Thanks for joining me. It's been fun. Lydia, have a good night. You need to get some sleep too. So yeah, you take care. Peace out. I'm out of here. Can't wait to play more of this. I really can't. Alright, I'm out.